Here are the 5 most basic violin bow strokes that will help you play about 95% of beginner and intermediate violin repertoire. If we haven't met, hi, I'm Megan. I'm a violinist and teacher. I've been playing the violin for over 20 years. I have my bachelor's and master's degrees in violin performance, and I am Suzuki trained through Book 7. If you're enjoying my videos, the biggest thing you can do for me is please just subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And if you're looking for more structure, guidance, and support along your violin journey, highly recommend checking out Learn Violin Online. Enrollment will be opening up at the end of March, and spots are limited, so be sure to check the link in the description to join the waitlist, be first to access the program, and get a special freebie from me. When you join the program, you unlock one seamless path to violin mastery that you can follow sequentially, aka you can just follow the videos in the order that I've set out, or you can pick and choose the topics and pieces that you'd like to work on that interest you most. We have exciting monthly challenges to keep us all motivated to practice. This month of March is a Learn to Play by Ear challenge. And all members of LVO get unlimited feedback from me, so you know exactly what you're doing well, what you need to improve, and have a clear plan on how to get there. Without further ado, let's get into the bow strokes. So the first bow stroke is détaché. This is the most common, most basic violin bow stroke, and one that you'll likely learn first. Détaché needs no special markings. And honestly, the name is a little bit confusing because it sounds like detached, right? It sounds like there should be a space or a separation between the notes, but that is actually not the case. Détaché just indicates to change bow directions on each note. The notes should actually be smooth. So détaché is just bowing smoothly, but changing your bow on every note like this. So I changed bow directions on every single note, but my notes were really smooth and connected. That is détaché, that is bow stroke number 1. Bow stroke number 2 is legato. So legato are notes underneath a slur. A slur is that curvy line, and it means to play all of the notes underneath that slur in the same bow direction. So all of the notes down bow or all of the notes up bow. I feel like people get détaché and legato confused because they think legato just means smooth, and it does. Legato means to play smoothly, but legato specifically refers to slurs. And this is something that I get pushback a lot on, but if you don't believe me, go out and get yourself a copy of The Principles of Playing and Teaching by Ivan Galamian, and he goes very in detail onto this. I had to study it when I was in school, so I promise you, legato is notes specifically underneath a slur. The third bow stroke is staccato. So staccato is notated by dots over or under the notes, and it means that there should be a slight space between each note. Staccato means short or separated. Staccato, I feel like, can be misunderstood by beginners because I guess they don't think it could be as simple as just stop the bow. Just stop the bow between each note and there you have staccato. A lot of times I'll see beginners try to press the bow down as they stop it, which creates a very unpleasant crunching sound. So in order to play staccato, you don't need to do anything fancy with your hands. You don't need to press the bow down and release the bow. No, that's all like an up bow staccato. That's like more complicated stuff later down the line. All you have to do is just stop moving your hand and create a little bit of space between each note. The fourth bow stroke is tenuto. This isn't really a bow stroke, but more of a bowing technique, but it is something that you will run into quite frequently in beginning and intermediate repertoire. So tenuto just look like lines over the notes, and it can mean a variety of different things. If it's just by itself, it means to play the notes at their full value, so a full quarter note. And it typically also means to slow down or broaden the tempo a little bit. Now, both tenuto and staccato can be combined with slurs, can be combined with legato. to get a couple of other bowing techniques so you get more bang for your buck. If you see a slur with dots, so if you see a legato combined with a staccato, it means that those notes should be played in the same bow direction but have a space in between them. This also is called up bow or down bow staccato. If you see a slur with lines over the notes, so a legato plus a tenuto, again, it means to play the notes in the same bow direction with just a slight space in between them, a little bit of separation. And that is actually a bow stroke called portato. No, not potato. So just by knowing those bow strokes by themselves, legato, staccato, and tenuto, you can combine them to get 2 or 3, depending on if you think up and down bow staccato are different, new bow strokes from them. So you know more than you think. And the final bow stroke is martelé or an accent. This does require you to do something, I don't know, a little bit fancy with your hand, but basically to perform martelé, before you play the note, you're going to put a lot of weight into your bow hand, a lot of weight into your index finger specifically. And then as soon as you draw the bow, you're going to release that weight. This should create a clear accent at the beginning, but a ringing tone at the end of the note. Martelé can be used for accents, for sforzandos, and you'll definitely come across it in beginning and intermediate repertoire. Once you know these 5 bow strokes, again, you'll be able to play like 90-95% of all beginning and intermediate repertoire. And honestly, most advanced repertoire too. The special techniques that we think of, like ricochet or like a lot of up bow staccato, yeah, they happen, but really just in certain passages and certain pieces. They're not so prolific. I remember when I was in school, one of my teachers believed that up bow staccato, like either you can do it or you can't do it. And if you can't really do it, then you just avoid the pieces with it, you know what I mean? So I hope this was helpful. If you did find it helpful, please do me just the biggest favor in subscribing. Don't forget to check out Learn Violin Online, and thank you for watching.